done waiting. They are ready for some football here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, because we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Devin Duvernay to return it. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
On play action, Williams. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Escapes a defender. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a fourth down decision to make. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Go put a score on the board.
And give them about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunk of yardage.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's incomplete left side.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks, you got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video?
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Williams on the play action. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
I say to you all the time, Kate, to get a quarterback in a rhythm. Completions, completions, completions. Well, this is the opposite of rhythm. There is none because we have not had a completion yet.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Williams from the gun. Jukes away from one. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called. Yeah. But finally, as you said, their first completion.
And that's got it, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Deep drop this time. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Running back sent in motion left. 3rd down. Here's Williams. Sends this to the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. Back deep for the Eagles is Jahan Dotson. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
On first down, Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
A.J. Brown. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Braden Mann on the punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has the connection this might. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be first down Chicago.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Williams on first down. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Off the play fake, Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking, Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Williams. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right, things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Santos' kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Hurts on third and 2. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga. And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Trying to throw this from the gun. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running behind center with Swift. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. 1st and goal, Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. They go with Manunga here. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Kylo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. We've got a screen to the running back. Makes the tackle. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Hurts once again. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down. A run with Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Bears in the nickel, third down. Third and long for him here. He finds Brown right side. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams from the gun. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Williams to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. Running for it, it's Swift. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Williams to throw on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled on that play by an All-Pro last year, Jalen Carter.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Pass brought in by Burton. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Bears.
First down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Now it's Mananga. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll send their tight end right. Williams off the play fake. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Chicago.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Now Williams. Escape, and they take this in for the score. The Bears take a 13-point lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
17. Eagles 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Bigsby with the return. Escapes the defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch him behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. This is caught inside the 15. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running left, this is Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost some points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown.
Still 2nd down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Hurts. Finds his back, here's Barkley. And this is down all the way to the 3.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Barkley trying this up the gut. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll go. Hurts. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17. Eagles 10.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
1st and 10 from the 32. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by the rookie Andrew Makuba.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. On target to Moore. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Bears, 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, here's Swift. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 48-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. From the pistol, Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And I love a big old tight end, Kate. I like fast little Ferrari wide receivers, but you give me a big body tight end that can beat one-on-one coverage time and again, sign me up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts yet again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The 11-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motion man left is Brown. Hurts now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making a 1-score game before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game.
Eagles 17.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Blackwell now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it." Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Zone read give here to Barkley. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now
Great play
4th down.
defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Williams on the play action. This is Loveland working the right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end, because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On the carry, it's Swift. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. First and 10 from the 32. On play action, here's Williams. Throwing the out route, complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push their lead further to start the half.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
27, Eagles 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. Shoots away from one. And he's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So 2nd down coming up. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's a screen to Barkley. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On now comes their punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10 from the 32. Working from the gun, Williams. He'll step up, and there he goes. He'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Williams from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
First down. 1st and 10.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. On play action, Williams. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Offense to the line. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 16-point ball game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead.
17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He dodged the tackle. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
From the red zone on first. This one's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Barkley will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. It's Barkley again. And this is going to end behind the line. Brock, a great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go. Hurts. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts looking to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams off the play fake. Check down into the hands of Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Has his man caught by Odunze. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Zach Bond with the tackle.
He was brought down by Zach Bond. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To throw is Williams. Komet brings it in. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down. Here's Williams. He's going to run for it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Off the play fake, Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing here hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. It's Hurts once again. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. Hurts throwing again. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. And again, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Hurts yet again. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Elliott connects there, and the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Blackwell now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 26-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now run it with Manunga. We got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. It's Manunga. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now Williams. There's a screen now for Manunga. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throw by Williams. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Hurts on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. It's a screen to Barkley. Still motoring past the 30. And he's able to get it to the 33-yard line. A good 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Finds him over the middle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of
A
2.
good RPO play,
Brings up
it takes a
second
lot of time.
and 12.
Proper decision-making from a
31-yard
calm,
line.
cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Hurts with it on third and short. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 59 on the play. And an Eagles first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles picked up the fumble and ran it home. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 27. Jake Elliott to kick
And
off
just
for
like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. They pitch it out to him here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's looking for Luther Burden. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Gets some space around midfield. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for A.J.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Called in by Goddard, left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
The Bears about set for their next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 from the 43. Williams to throw. Looking over the middle, that's Odunze. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Now it's Manungai. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Zach Brown. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Williams set to pass. Oh, he lost the football! And the Birds got to it!
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now. They need 7. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Hurts setting up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Hurts. They set the screen, it's Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go with Mananga here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And a
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So 1st down from the 41. To the ground, it's Mananga. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Mananga with it. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw it. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one is out of bounds. No return on the kick. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
He was taken down.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing here, Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles pushing to get within range for a game winner. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Taps it off to Barkley, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. are ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Looking to throw it. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. First and 10 from the 43. Here he is to throw. Taken in by Loveland. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And the Bears 1st down.
Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Bagent. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and none.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Blackwell now to return it. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Another carry for him. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. I mean, offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he takes it down to the 33. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. First down now, ball at the 33. Bagent looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Jahad Campbell on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. Pass brought in by Burden. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard
You know, they
line.
call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tossing right to the short side. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams from the gun. And he's made the catch to silence this crowd. It's a touchdown. This game is over. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's his turn in overtime. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
This entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got a man left, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Motion man left is Brown. On first down, Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Hurts yet again. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And again, here's Hurts. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Yet another grab for Goddard. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a one-point game. Dallas Goddard the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And everyone can breathe easier here as he knocks the point after through. And now it's golden goal here in overtime. Next score wins. Now, these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 29-yard line.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. Now Williams. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Third down. Here's Williams. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Punt team on the field. This needs to be a good one. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And overtime rules gave them a chance to answer touchdown with touchdown, and this was the moment that they were working towards. A chance to take the field one more time with an opportunity to win it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. It's an option right that begins this drive. He cuts it right. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in the defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Running in the red zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Gain of 26 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.